The Gnostics taught karma. They taught the law of karma. The new church wrote karma out of the Bible. They made y'all start teaching forgiveness. That's why everybody gonna go to hell. They got y'all thinking you can do bad and somebody died for your wrongdoings. That is the lie of the devil. That's the teaching of Moses. That's why Moses broke the 10 Commandments, because they was getting rid of the law. Moses basically taught the first form of Jesus Christ. The first form of Christ was a serpent on the cross. And later they changed that serpent to Jesus Christ. That's why Jesus' first name was Serapis, because Serapis is a play on the word serpent, which is serpent. Due to etymology of serpent, you get serapent. Christ was named Serapis because he was a serpent god. The true God didn't come to do away with the law. The true Christ came to fulfill the law. The true Christ came to the earth to show y'all how to live right so you can go to heaven, not so you can do wrong and ask for forgiveness. That's the lie that they told you. That is not why Christ came. Christ came to be a demonstration because people thought that following that law was hard. So Christ said, look, we ain't gonna do away with the law, but I'm gonna send my own spirit down to the earth to demonstrate to the humans that the law is not as hard as they think. I'm gonna send Christ down. I'm gonna come down off my throne, basically what God said, and I'm gonna put on a body and I'm gonna show y'all how to master this body. God was saying, I made the human body and I'm not gonna put nothing on you that's too hard for you to bear. So all of you humans complaining that it's hard to follow the law, God ain't going with that. God said, we ain't doing away with the law, but what I will do, I'm gonna put me a body on and I'm gonna come down in the flesh and I'm gonna be tempted just like y'all. I'm gonna have to resist the enemy just like every other man. Jesus had to struggle with his flesh. And he was doing that to demonstrate to everybody else, you got to struggle with Christ. Struggling with Christ don't mean do what you want and ask for forgiveness. You going to hell. You on your way to hell. I'm trying to save you. The Bible say that a man reapeth what he soweth. That is the law of karma. And the Bible ain't contradicting itself. It's just some Freemasons who revised the Bible and they came with this new age teaching of forgiveness. That's voodoo. That's paganism. Let me tell y'all something, man. In pagan religion, if you do wrong, you can cheat karma with animal sacrifice and human sacrifice. If you sacrifice an animal, it ain't as powerful as if you sacrifice a human. So pagans really believe in sacrificing babies, sacrificing animals, and blood sacrificing humans to cleanse them of their evil. We never taught that. That's the new Christianity. The new Christianity says Jesus was a human sacrifice to pay for my evil. And that is paganism, y'all. That is not what the original Christians, stop saying Christians, that are not what the original people that wrote the Bible taught. They were Gnostics. And this is a universal law that whatever you dish out is going to come back to you, which is why the Bible said you reap what you sow. And anybody coming along telling you that you did something wrong and God just forgot about it, that's the devil. That's why the world's so evil. If everybody in the world was being taught right now, whenever you do wrong, it's going to come back to you. I promise you the world will be better. I promise you the world will be better. Listen, if you taught these Negroes right now, that brother that you about to rob in that alleyway, guess what? If it don't happen this lifetime, it may be in another lifetime, but that's coming back on your children, your family, and your DNA. Every wrong that you doing, I don't care how much you begging for forgiveness. You can't escape the law of karma. That's the oldest rule in the Bible. A man reap what he sow. What goes around comes around. Every culture on the earth taught that in the beginning until the church came and said, it's okay if you do wrong. Christ was the blood sacrifice. Boy, that's Satanism.